Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight, I'm gonna do something just for fun. It's been a long day at work, and I just felt like trying out my Halloween makeup. So my costume this year is Zookeeper. I have this really cute army green romper that I bought. I have not ventured into rompers until this particular one, and although it's super cute, I do look a little bit like a high fashion zookeeper, and so I thought that would be kind of a cute costume. And I'm just gonna wear like a name tag, and I have a green hat to go with it. If I have some photos of the costume, I'll put them in this part of the video. But I have a Halloween get together with a bunch of friends on Friday, and so I wanted to wear that, and I also wanted to do themed makeup because that's part of the fun of Halloween. If you would like to see kind of an army green, smoky eye, little bit Halloween style makeup look, just keep watching. I just had some makeup on from the rest of the day, so I'm taking that off now. And my hair looks really luxurious, but I'm gonna have to put it back because it's getting in my face. I'm gonna do my eyes first because if my eye look is going to be intense, I am going to assume that there's going to be a little bit of fallout, so I'll want to wipe that off later. And I'm just priming with my MAC Painterly paint pot and using my mini Tati blender. And I'm going to set down a really intense green base with this CC Beauty Professional Cosmetics 12 Flash Color Case. And this is the 12 Flash Color Palette. And I'm using the army greenish color, and it's called Leaf Green. You can buy this on Amazon. It's a dupe for one of the Makeup Forever palettes. And the colors are really good. They're really pigmented. They work really well for any kind of fun, more dramatic or artsy look, because they're creams, but they do set. I'm sorry if I'm not in the middle of the screen as much today. My regular tripod is in my car, and I don't feel like grabbing it. And that was a Jeffree Star Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number on it, but it's this one. And I'm taking a clean Morphe 518 brush and just buffing it out. I'm gonna take a Firma 201 brush and dip into this Gimme Glow Juicy Olive palette. I'm taking this color and this color mixed, and that is Dry Martini and Dirty Martini, and I'm just gonna buff that into the crease. Okay, so I was kind of worried that it wasn't blending quite right, and then got a little annoyed, and then played around, and now it looks pretty good. So what I was doing was blending Dry Martini, Dirty Martini, and a little bit of Vodka-tini, and just kind of buffing the crease out just over and over and over again, just to try and get the effect that I wanted. And now it's just very smoky mixed green color. And then what I did is I popped garnish on my lid very lightly to see if that would kind of unmuddy the eye. And I'm just gonna repeat that on the other side. And I use my finger for garnish right on the center of the lid. Look at that. Gimme Glow has such amazing metallics. going into the Vintage Rose palette, also by Gimme Glow, and I'm gonna take Thorn and put that on the center of the lid as well. Almost more gold and bronzy than the other green. Now I'm taking a clean brush and I'm just blending everything out, and I'm gonna look really carefully in the mirror, so if you can't see this part, I'm sorry. So as you saw there, I just kind of cleaned up the edges. Now I'm pulling out something fancy. This is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. And I'm gonna take this top one, Kava, right in the top. I'm just gonna pop it on the center of my lid. And it's funny because these Natasha Denona shadows are so much more expensive than the Gimme Glow, and yet they don't feel as soft, even the metallics. I mean, they are beautiful, but I bought this palette because it was on sale and because Tati raves about the eyeshadow formula, and it's nice. It's nice, but is it special? I don't know. So papaya milk. Papaya face fill, like the Instagrammers do. Have it drip. Ugh. And I'm just gonna mix this on the back of my hand. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. I'm just putting it a little bit on the back of my hand and mixing it with a drop of rosehip oil, and that's also from Fourth Rate Beauty. And this is my IT Cosmetics Flawless Foundation brush. So I try to put on a thin layer because I don't need too much coverage. My skin it's a good week for my skin, so I don't really need too much, and I don't really like too much because then it just looks heavy. But right now it looks pretty good. Okay, and I'm gonna conceal just a little bit with my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. And I'm taking a beauty blender and I'm just gonna, oh, this is a Wonder Blender from Shop Missy, and I'm just tapping everything in a little bit. And next I'm gonna take a little bit of my Pretty Vulgar Matte About It setting powder, and I'm gonna use my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna pat out everything. I don't like this too much because it accentuates any dry patches or texture that I have, but when I'm really careful and I use it sparingly, it does give me like a nice flawless smooth finish. But you have to really moisturize your skin beforehand. If there's any dryness, it'll just pick it up because it's so mattifying. You see under my eye, super matte. Okay, and I'm taking a little bit of my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, and I am going to contour my cheekbones, and this is a MAC 141S brush. Because this look is really glam, I want to be very chiseled. Oh, does chiseled mean having your hair in it? I think not. I said this in another video, but I want to reiterate, I don't really support this brand anymore, but I have this Shade and Light contour palette and it was expensive and I don't have unlimited money, so I'm just gonna use it until I run out. And I'm taking a little bit of one of the lighter shades and I'm cleaning up this contour. And now for blush, I wanted to use something kind of more neutral, more almost bronzy, just because of my intense eye look. So I'm gonna go in with my Milani Romantic Rose, and this is a Morphe R10 brush. Okay, and for highlight, I'm gonna dip into this Crush on You palette from ColourPop, and I'm using the color Drop a Pin, which is this more gold color right here, and this is on one of the newer Moda brushes that I got in a box sheet charm. That's really beautiful. This is my favorite part of my face to highlight. Okay, and it's time for brows now. So I'm just taking my Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit, and I'm gonna try and do a little bit more of a defined brow today, just to match my eye makeup. Well, that went in an exciting direction that I did not expect. Do you see these? They are monsters. And I'm just gonna use my Benefit Gimme Brow to set them in place and to add a little bit to their fullness. And I'm dipping back into my Gimme Glow Juicy Olive palette, and I'm using a small ColourPop pencil brush. And I'm gonna take Dry Martini and buff that underneath. And I'm trying to stay close to the lash line so I don't get too much of a hazy effect underneath my eye, because sometimes if I go too low and I'm not careful, it just looks like I have really intense dark circles, and that's not what I'm looking for. But I do want to kind of connect the bottom lash line to the top color. And now I'm gonna go into Cocktails, this really dark green, and I'm just gonna define the lower lash line even more. Yeah, so that looks a little bit raccoony, but I'm about to blend it out with a different brush. And I'm taking another Moda brush and I'm just fluffing underneath that to just smoke it out. But I'm being really careful not to drag it down, because the moment I drag it down, the moment I just look tired instead of smoky. Right, and I'm continuing with this Moda brush. I'm going into Cocktails, and I'm just going to kind of do a smudgy, smoky liner on the top lash without actually putting on liner itself, just because I kind of want to keep the haziness of this eye. And to make sure everything is blended, I'm taking this Moda brush, which is kind of like a unicorn handle, and I'm just blending out the edges. And I'm gonna go into this tiny The Vintage Cosmetic Company brush, and this is step 1 for the money. And I'm going to highlight underneath my brow bone with my Drop a Pin Crush on You ColourPop highlight. what I'm noticing with these is that you do have to dip in quite a few times to get the payoff that you want, but once you do, it's really a beautiful color. And I'm gonna highlight the inner corners of my eyes. And I'm gonna kind of go far out of the inner corners. You see, like the whole inner bit, just so that when the light catches it, you see that beautiful kind of almost a glare effect. And now, finally, it is mascara time. This is the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced. I don't love this company, but dang, this mascara does some damage. I'm gonna just use one of my MAC Love Me lipsticks, and this is Under the Covers. Yeah, this is more pink than what I wanted. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the brown liquid lipstick that I had on my hand. And the final step would be to seal everything in. And of course I'd be using my Urban Decay All-Nighter, but just right now I wanna use my CoverGirl Look Lockup. I don't think this one works particularly well, but it smells really nice. And this is the look. And that's it for my Halloween makeup tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I really like this look and I'm definitely wearing it on Friday. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Just come be a part of our family. Hope you have a happy Halloween, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!